Welcome back to Chipping Norton Squat Diddly.
Welcome back, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Happy New Year.
Yep. All that kind of thing.
All that good stuff.
Ooh,
now,
break.
Where am I going? Left? Yes.
Yep. This farmer needs lots of silage.
I see what you've done.
See?
I like it. So
a little bit of
we're going to make
realism.
millions.
Quite a bit, actually. If it works.
Oh, it's working all right.
There's like 700,000 or 800,000 litres of silage on these trailers.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mark's magic bales.
Loving that. There we go. I shall get out the way.
I think I must have a little bit more on there because unless actually no, I think we've got some back at the yard that we're not selling. So
yes. That's a decent way to start the episode.
It is, isn't it? I knew it would cheer you up. I knew you were a little bit worried about the old money. So
pretty in pink.
Indeed. Now, what other bale wrap do you use?
Well, there is that, yeah. Raise awareness and all that lot.
Yeah. For the colour pink.
For the colour pink. Come on, all in one go. Look at that.
There we go. Are you a bit happier now?
I am very happy. So what's that? 218-ish thousand pounds.
And there is, I think we've got a reasonable amount. We've got a lot of grass silage back in the clamp as well. So
we have.
Well, I wouldn't fancy bringing trailers full of loose grass silage down there.
No. I've done enough shifting of loose silage.
Yeah. You had a little bit, didn't you?
Did a couple of million litres nearly.
That was quite an accomplishment, shifting all of that.
It took absolutely ages.
I bet it did. They don't move it quickly, do they? Those belts.
No, I was thinking, I'm sure there might be some cheaty one somewhere, but by the time you've got something like that set up, it's really just perseverance is key.
Probably the best cheaty bit is the ones that let you pick direct off the floor, but you were using that big roper thing anyway, weren't you? So that would have kind of defeated the object of that beast, which I've never used.
No, I hadn't. I thought, because I'd seen one doing
there's a hedge
what
there.
They're supposed to do. Where have you gone?
I'm camouflaged.
You are?
I'm camouflaged.
I could literally just see the tailgate when I got close. Oh dear. What were we saying? Yeah, I'd seen one doing sugar beet in real life.
Oh, wow.
I hadn't seen it. I've seen it on YouTube. But that kind of gave me the idea, and I looked, and there was a pack. So it worked out quite well. Right. I am on the wrong farm.
For a change.
Never mind. I can't be.
Yeah, you are. Might just be because you're just in his tractor, I think. I think that's all it is.
Yes, it is. You're right. Phew.
Let me just park this up. See if I can manage to not put it through a greenhouse. Be not.
Bear with us, everybody. Yeah. Bear with us.
Hey,
we're like the header trailer episode. This is.
It is. This could just be the whole thing. It's me just reversing a trailer while you watch.
Have I got my merch on? Is the most important thing.
I was just about to ask that. Right. Lovely job.
I have. It remembered.
There he is.
Right, where to now?
Up
Batman?
to the top of the map. So probably easier just to do that. And tab.
No. Yes.
So I've
Yes.
got up. So I've got the case up here by the bale bunker, which is included in the map. We don't need any dodgy mods.
Merci.
And then there's the combine and the New Holland to do the baling.
You're very organised, I must
I
say.
am.
Thank you.
I am.
I don't suppose you managed to quieten this thing down, did you?
I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that.
Well, powers of editing will sort it out. It's just
Yeah.
the deafness that we have to put up with whilst using it. We've got the appropriately sized header as well, haven't we?
You
now?
noticed? Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
It
it's
shrunk.
clean.
It shrunk a little bit. I washed it.
We washed it. Hot wash.
Yep. Yep. One hot wash later, and the header is a 6.6 meter now, I believe.
Oh, beautiful.
It should be. I actually went on the class website. I think it was that I went on to check.
Oh, very good.
To see what was an appropriate size header for that combine. So, I was being organised.
And it wasn't a 12-metre one, no?
No. Apparently not.
Gosh darn it.
I need to slow myself down a little bit. Here we go.
This is efficiency.
Aye.
Efficiency
And
at
you
its
can-
bestest.
When you're full, you can just drive over and open the auger over the pile of bales.
Yeah.
It'd be super efficient.
Super efficiency.
Oh, I was just trying to remember. I've forgotten a lot of the buttons that I mapped.
Oh,
I don't
dear.
think. I think I've only used it for once since we were going last time.
I appear to have a slight issue.
Bumpy field.
There we go. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
I have since taken, I think it was your advice, and mapped the clutch to the brake pedal.
Oh, yes. I haven't taken my own advice, by the way, and done that, but
No, I've only just done it. It's not bad actually. I mean, I'm kind of doing left foot braking anyway, which obviously you shouldn't do.
no.
But yeah, it works quite well. It's a little bit less brutal.
Yeah, I think I've got mine set to something like the 200% sensitivity.
Okay.
Or something like that, my brake pedal. So I don't have to stand on it quite as much. But
yeah, I did see there are a bunch of basically the mod, because there's a rubber block under the brake pedal.
Yeah.
So I did look at the mod to take that out.
Yeah, see, having taken my pedals apart before, it's not something I'd want to do again.
No, did you have an incident?
Just because... No. It's just very fiddly putting it all back together.
Yeah. So
and just getting the cables to sit right so you don't trap them in the base.
Yeah. I was looking at it for the joystick that I've got, because it's got a really aggressive centering spring.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a load of forum posts on, I can't remember, there were a load of posts that I found on Tinterweb, still forgetting all the buttons, about taking the spring out of that and cutting a coil off it.
Oh, right.
But again, you have to do a pretty thorough disassembly.
Yeah. See, my problem was only the fact that the brake pedal was getting stuck, so
yeah,
it wasn't quite a... The modification you're on about sounds like an Essex kid modifying his car. I'll just lower it and cut the springs.
The joystick one is very definitely an Essex mod. Because it's a flight sim joystick. It's actually from people who want it to be more like a real flight stick, apparently.
Yeah.
Not a pilot. Don't know if it makes it any more realistic or not. And they completely take the spring out.
Ah.
But there was some other ones I found where they basically they do an Essex boy job. They chop spring, which, you know, back in my distant past would have been how you lower a car.
Yeah, exactly. Did Discord just pick what's going on with Discord?
Don't see anything.
Pinging.
I see nothing.
Keeps pinging in my ear hole.
Oh. The only channel that I've got lit up that's vaguely relevant is the Maze Plus one.
Oh. All right, we'll see. See if it comes through or not. Oh, this is really poor planning. 86%.
Oh. Do you want to cut in and I'll go grab the...
Yeah, I think it's
the
probably a
tractor.
good idea.
Come on, there we go. Takes a little while to start this one. It's still got VCA set as well. As you would say, help is on the way.
Help is on the way, dear.
I will say it a little less enthusiastically. Quite a nice spot up here, isn't it, with all the trees and stuff?
I do quite like it, to be fair. It's an interesting shape field.
It is.
But
it is. I hadn't realised quite how interesting a shape it was.
No, I thought it finished just after the bale bunker bit. But no. No.
I'm only a few moments away. So I had the good news today that my order of merch has shipped.
Oh, excellent.
Which means it should be here in plenty of time.
Excellent. I hope it fits now after Christmas.
Yeah. I didn't have that excessive a Christmas.
No. To be fair, I didn't.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Yeah. I see. I didn't even really. It was just Christmas Day. Although I nearly died.
Okay.
I laugh about it now. It scared the bejesus out of me. So we'd had starter, good old
prawn cocktail,
British classic prawn cocktail.
Good choice, sir. Good choice.
Sat down, opened a few more presents, and then the main dinner was served.
How does that work?
Oh no, it was quite nice. It let it settle. Anyway, so everything laid out on the table. Everyone's just starting to like dig in and that lot. I hadn't eaten anything yet of the main, and I started to choke on my saliva to the point where everyone said, "You were purple." Felt my eyes cross, and I'm thinking, I'm a blooming goner here. You know, when it takes your breath away.
Yeah.
And you can't get your back. I was like, oh. It took me a good 5-10 minutes and several sips of water to be back to my normal self and then dig in. But yeah, whoa.
Didn't slow you down then?
Didn't slow me down in the end. But I wouldn't have minded if I'd have been being a pig and trying to wolf something down. And, you know, the greed, then yeah, I can understand. But I wasn't. I was being a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, 52 pigs in blankets later, and jobs are good.
Oh, jeez. So we it was my sister's 50th birthday on Boxing Day.
Ah, okay.
So we went out for a meal at a pub near theirs. And that was where 30% of the people that attended picked up the that thing.
that thing.
Yeah.
Which is just what you want.
But one of the guys I work with, he got it over Christmas as well. So,
it's still about.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. He apparently didn't taste his Christmas dinner.
oh,
I did say maybe depending on who was cooking it, that might have been a plus, but
a bit of bad thing.
you know, I've had a few ropey ones
Yeah.
in the past.
Yeah. No, I mean, a couple of Christmases ago, we went out on Boxing Day. Just the local bar, I guess you call it, in the local restaurant, and met up with some friends, and then went back to theirs for a party. And again, there, a good third of the people came down with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's New Year sorted then. Great.
Yep. Yeah.
And it was after that, I think, that it was that Christmas or that New Year I bought my PC.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't do
that is.
We don't do New Year particularly because the dogs don't like New Year with all the fireworks.
Yeah,
Because we get a lot of fireworks around here, so we don't particularly do New Year apart from staying awake to keep dogs calm.
Yes.
But, so this year I was on dog care duty while she was just in bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you singing along to Rick Astley while you were doing that, or
no?
Was it Jules Holland? Holland?
No, it was
Tim
Evanescence.
Oh.
Nice festive bit of Evanescence on, very loud, annoying the neighbours.
Yeah.
Basically,
why not?
Trying to drown out the sound of fireworks.
Yeah. I mean, we had a few fireworks around here, but they were at 11:45. I didn't really understand why.
There were a tiny amount during the evening, and then at about the same sort of time, about 11:45, it was like Armageddon for 45 minutes.
Oh, poor dogs. It's not good, is it?
No. One of them that normally is not happy with them is so off his face on medication now that he doesn't really care. Most of the time. Small blessing. He has his dementia meds at night, so he didn't really care too much. One of them was just a wreck, though.
Yeah, I think as soon as you become a pet owner, your interest in anything remotely fireworky goes out the window.
Yeah,
unless you've got a pet that doesn't actually care about them, but few and far between.
I can't remember with the dogs I had with my parents whether they cared about fireworks or not.
Yeah.
But all of the dogs that we've had, all of the combinations of dogs that we've had, there's always been at least one that doesn't like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this year was better because it was only about 45 minutes at midnight.
Yeah. So we didn't have too many, which is good. I think obviously bonfire night and stuff like Diwali and things like that can be relatively full on. Yeah.
I think it helped that the weather forecast was horrendous.
Oh, yes.
So that kind of helped because I think some people might have cancelled them because normally we have, it starts at sort of as it gets dark and goes all night, whereas this was just around midnight, which is slightly more tolerable. But
yeah, I think, and that's the thing. It's like bonfire night. It's going to happen, and you get that out of the way. It's the 2 or 3 days after that you think, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
anyway,
there were some big firework packs outside when I went out the next morning.
Oh.
I think somewhere local must have been selling the commercial ones, where you get like a box of 60 and you just light the blue touch paper and run away.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Yeah, yeah. One of our friends brought one of those one year, and it was nuts. He set it off in a tiny little garden, and
oh no,
it was like we were just kind of sheltered, looking at it through a kitchen window because you couldn't even get to a fraction of the safe distance. It was ridiculous.
it is. It's like, you know, when you've got a small garden, you think, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I remember doing it, my dad doing it as a kid, and he'd have like a metal bucket with sand in, and then the old Catherine wheel nailed on the fence, sort of like
I think
peering out.
Those kind of things aren't so bad, but when it's like a box of professional grade firework display, it was just mental. And yeah. Oh well. I'm old and miserable, some would say.
Are you?
As all of the local, as many of the people post on our local Facebook page, it's just a bit of fun and it's just one night, and
but that's the thing. New Year, you can say, yeah, okay, yeah, fine, that is just one night. But like I said, when it's bonfire night and it's just one night, and then two after it, you know, it's
less fun then, isn't it?
It's less fun. But I like your idea of loud TV.
Yeah,
good idea.
When it's been much longer, we usually stick on. They always do like the radio programs and stuff that are supposed to be good for them that we usually stick on. Yeah,
classical do one, don't they?
Yeah.
So I find strange.
I've had quite a few New Years of listening to classic FM all night.
Hold before your time, mate.
Yeah, I tend to stick. If I like this week, I've been downstairs on my own most of the evening, and I tend to stick that on to keep the dogs amused, while I'm usually listening to YouTube on my phone or something.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Although I have been doing a bit of watching YouTube on the TV, which is different.
I did. What was I doing? I was doing the ironing one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can throw this to the TV.
Yeah. It's different.
It is.
It's different.
It is. I think I don't know whether or not it makes any difference whatsoever. Wow, this is struggling up this hill. I just find you seem to get more ads.
Yeah.
You won't, because you've got...
I do, because I don't have the TV logged in, and I just did it through the app on the TV. So I got a lot more ads.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I got more than 0.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Then I trying to. I can't remember if I put any farm sim on there, but I was watching a few things that I would normally watch on my phone. It was quite nice watching them on the big screen.
Yeah, I think it's so nice that you can just sit. You're not going to sit and hold the phone up to your face.
Yeah, a bit of Kent Survival. That was pretty good.
I haven't watched any of his stuff in a bit, actually. I must admit.
I was watching some of his older stuff that I hadn't seen.
Cool.
He's got some really, he's got. I think one of them he was cooking a whole sort of spring lamb, that kind of thing. Kind of cool.
What are we? 92.
Oh, you're full again.
All right.
You're doing that rather quickly, It's very inconsiderate.
Oh no, sorry, mate.
You're at the bottom of the field, aren't you?
I'm just going to...
should change into first gear. Or forwards gear.
Oh, are you shifting?
Just direction. I do have manual shifting set, but these are all CVTs. So yeah, on Saxthorpe, I was doing a bunch of manual shifting. which was fun. Only on the feeder tractor, but yeah.
I think it's quite. I bet it's quite cool, actually, isn't it?
It varies. So doing it on Glenlarvan as well, and it got a bit frustrating doing field work because the thing that was annoying me is when I changed into reverse, it always changed back to first reverse gear, which is ridiculously slow.
Yeah.
And it would forget that I'd changed it, but it would remember that I'd changed the forwards gear.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a bit annoying. I can't tab to. I haven't unlocked the other tractor to tab to. That was a bit silly.
Run.
No, we don't run across fields here.
we click on them and enter them. Yes.
We have technology.
We have some means.
And then we unpark them so that we can tab to them next time.
I forget about park. Yeah.
If I'm doing a big-ish piece of work, I will generally park everything I don't need.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're like using a couple of vehicles to do a job, you just tab between those.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gosh, if I could remember how to reverse something, that would help. There we go. I know what I'm doing, honest.
Honest, Governor. Honest.
Honest, yeah.
I actually see where you are now, mind you. I am in cab, so...
I'm bottom end of the field.
I'll let you off. Let you off.
Was just going around that sharp bend that you'd put in for the headland.
So I was...
That's all right. That's all right. There's another one as well. Very inconsiderate of you. Hey, we should do some forestry while we're up here.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is where we first attempted forestry. Oh, yeah, and actually, you probably do want to do bloody forestry now, don't you? Now you've got your side.
Nah. No. I don't... like I said last time, I've had a play with it. It's there. Should I ever need to be able to use it, then...
You can.
To choose to do it? Nah, don't think so.
Yeah.
I prefer the old lumberjack mod.
And just disintegrate them.
Yeah. Obliterate or tree be gone, whatever it's called, that mulcher.
Yeah. What's the other one? Is it the Devourer? So the one that one that Mr. Sealy P likes that goes on the front.
Yes.
On front 3-point. That's quite a nice bit of kit. I have used that in the past.
Yes, that is a beast of a machine.
Yeah, it's really good as well. I think he's used it a few times for like emptying silage pits and stuff. It's very good for that.
Yes, and his trick to pick up straw from contracts.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see where we end up here. There we go. I do think this combine still struggles.
It's
power-wise.
Interesting. It's the correct size of header.
Yeah.
So I went on the class website to see what it should have. And,
yeah, you did it all properly.
So it should be appropriate. Now, whether it's modded appropriately for power requirements and stuff is a different question.
Yeah, I'm wondering as well whether it's just scuffing the floor slightly.
Could be.
The old header, but...
Am I going to fit? Yeah. Loads of room. Loads of room.
There we go. Use that to get rid of that, and that to get rid of that.
I assume that is a combine, and that is wheat.
No, I was pressing buttons on my side panel to get rid of
on my side panel
menus.
On my side panel.
What are we on? 69.
Are you enjoying said side panel?
I am.
Because I don't think we've spoken
We
since.
did.
We did.
Yeah,
we did.
we did. But no, I was saying earlier, it's muscle memory, isn't it?
Mm.
It's reaching for that rather than keyboard.
Yeah, I'm still finding that I'm reaching over the top for the keyboard for some things.
I've got a steering wheel in front of me and a joystick there. What am I doing?
Yeah, but
yeah.
half the buttons that I probably want, I haven't mapped yet because I'm doing them as I need them.
Yeah, I've done a few. I've done sort of, I've done auto drive and course play menus, just open and close.
Interesting.
Raise, lower, fold, tip. Yeah, just the sort of.
Yeah, I've got some of those on the little keyboard, but there's a whole load of basic ones like implement on and off.
Done that one as well.
Probably think about mapping to the wheel.
Oh, you're there. Oh, where you gone then?
As if by magic. Just need to empty before I get that other tractor that's in the way.
Will we empty in time?
The tension.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
I was thinking you had to do it, didn't you? Let's turn the annoying beacons off now.
It's not long, is it, until season 3's out?
Of Clarkson?
Was it? Yeah.
Not sure. Not sure.
I want to say it's either mid-Jan or mid-Feb. Can't remember which one.
That would be cool.
I'm sure it's this year.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's relatively soon.
I'm pretty sure they'll do one season a year, and it would I guess it would kind of fit because they usually end with harvest, don't they? So assuming that they ended around September or October time with recording, it would make sense that they would start airing it sometime soon.
Like I say, I'm pretty sure it's relatively soon.
Would be cool.
So that'll be a weekend's binge watching.
Yeah, and I believe Mr. Caleb is going to be at Lammer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I was watching Ollie Blogs this morning. I think it was yesterday's video, and he's there definitely on the first day, he was saying, and he's on a certain stand at like 3 o'clock or something, but he's somebody I would imagine
relatively popular.
Relatively popular, popular, and that we would recognise him.
Yes, yeah, and he will of course recognise us.
Of course he will.
You know?
What do you know? What's going to be weird? And I doubt it. You know, like if you were ever to like meet people like that, they go, "Oh yeah, I know your channel."
Yeah,
righto.
That'd be very weird.
I guess
you're probably more likely with someone like George Saunders, who plays.
Yeah, who actually plays. Yeah, that's true.
And I think Caleb plays it, doesn't he?
He does, because I think that's how he knows or knew about, obviously, Court Farm and that triggered Mr. CDP's series on it. Shall we do this little bit and then shall we swap?
We can do. I'm quite happy bouncing about between the different vehicles.
True, there's a lot more work involved with what you're doing. I'll stay in the combine.
Either way. It's nice to get to play with the wheel because not everything I do is on the wheel. So
No, I suppose you spend a lot of your recording time sat
in a
half
reclining
asleep in an
armchair.
armchair,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. I haven't fallen asleep in a while. At least not while I'm actually
Plowing through it.
doing stuff.
Plow on through.
Yep, done that a few times.
I think that's half it, though. It's a relaxing game, isn't
It
it?
is, you know. I
When you're
think
doing something like that.
it's. I've been thinking a little bit about this or something, and it's like it's a game that I can get quite a lot of different things out of because it's like I can just be chilling out playing on my laptop or whatever, and it'd be fairly relaxed. I can be doing this, chatting with you and having a laugh with friends. I can be elbows deep in XML code.
Yeah.
It's the game that offers almost everything.
It is, really. It is. And I think the more you get into things, especially on PC, I'm going to say it, sorry, everybody else, you do, because you can tweak things, can't you, just to how you want them.
Yeah, so I've just done on my series on the Oaks. I've got Mark Thor's edits of the case tractors on there.
Ah, yeah.
I'm missing this swath quite badly. That's not that much. But I wanted to be able to put rear diff locks on.
Got you.
On the 1060.
Yes.
And it has a rear diff, but I eventually worked out that VCA doesn't let you control it unless it's a four-wheel drive tractor.
Okay.
So what I ended up doing is, although it's a two-wheel drive tractor and I'll only drive it in two-wheel drive, I had to add in a center and a front diff so that it would let me lock the rear diff.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember you were saying about that when you were doing the ploughing.
Yeah, because it basically wouldn't plough because it was just spinning the wheel that was in the ploughed bit of the field.
Yeah.
So you're kind of pushing a bale there, mate.
I have just noticed. I've speared it nicely.
So yeah, I went into the other case that comes in the pack and looked at how that was set up and basically copied that. And it works. It's really easy to add in the four-wheel drive option. So
it's like you say, if you're not, as long as you're not, if you just want it for the diffs and not the four-wheel drive,
it's just to engage the rear diff lock. And I used it to run a Cedar with it, and it was brilliant.
That's cool. Makes it a little bit more of a handy tractor now, then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone might comment that the 1060 Hydro doesn't have a locking rear diff, but you know,
it's been in the workshop.
Yeah, it's been fettled.
Play along.
Someone's opened it up and chucked a bolt in and welded it up.
You're locked.
Yeah, locked diff. Oh yeah, and it's that kind of. This game offers so many options for doing things.
It does, and that's why it's almost overwhelming when you first start, isn't it? Because, well, how do I do this? You know, and that's why a lot of the tutorials and stuff are incredibly helpful, because obviously there's certain things you need to do in a certain order, but
I mean, you almost need, and I think there are some videos, you know, or like a mini series of how to play Farm Sim.
Yeah,
you know, it's like when you load the game up, these are the different processes you do.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, there is so much, isn't there?
There is, because I mean, I think I've said it before. obviously played console, but it wasn't till 19 when, because I usually just play offline, that I discovered the mod hub. I was like, oh, and it's like, even that then is a whole new game
Yeah,
in
yeah.
itself,
And
even on console.
I was similar, even playing on PC. It was a while before you're full.
I am.
Been slacking. I'm not sure if the trailer's full as well, because I've been kind of not paying attention. Yeah, the trailer's full as well. Hey, you could just go and tip in the bunker, like I said.
I was thinking that, whether it will let me do it or not.
Yeah, I think if you do a Control I, it might. Same as forcing a trailer to empty.
Okay.
I think you can do that.
Got a button for that.
I'll get you.
Oh.
You might have to move a bit.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. I don't think you can recreate the 10th gen Dairyman forage harvesting video of them squirting from a forage harvester into the clamp.
No, that is awesome. That
Yeah.
I've watched it. I mean, it sort of drives around it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think that's probably, because that's got to be a pretty iconic video of doing that, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched this stuff in ages.
He's another one. I know. I watched quite a lot of. I find myself liking when, not necessarily the farming, but when they're almost like developing the yard, or, you know, like
because
John Pemberton when he was building the new shed and all that lot.
Yeah, I mean,
It was great.
They did a lot with building like a new shed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I found myself watching that, but then I don't know. I guess not boring. That's not fair to say.
Repetitive, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched this stuff for a bit. Who else was I watching? I watched a bit more of the I've been watching some Funky Farmer.
Yeah.
I
think I watched Tom Pemberton's 3 videos about getting
oh yes, TB. Yeah, I did as well. Actually, yeah,
that was quite interesting.
It was. You could see it was good how he did it. I thought.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird that
the change mood.
Yeah, but that they didn't really. Well, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff lately, but they kind of it wasn't part of their regular content, and then he did a whole series covering everything.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of cool that they did the whole process.
Yeah, yeah, because it was for those who haven't seen it, it's obviously there to go and watch. But they were doing the testing, all happy, and then they got one.
Yeah.
And then you just saw it like heads in hands. And he was saying they reckon that it came from deer, wasn't it? Because he was saying, "Oh look," when they were happy. Oh look, there's deer over there. Look.
Yeah.
And he's sort of oh dear. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. It was quite good that they actually went through the process and showed a lot of it, because like I know they may have shown it at some point, but the last time Cow Farmer Dan went through it, he just stopped.
Okay. Yeah.
I think because they kind of they dealt with it a few times, and I think he was just like, can't be bothered to be dealing with people at the same time.
Yeah, I guess that's where I suppose the lack of understanding, I suppose, comes in maybe.
Yeah. So.
And that doesn't, and like you say, I can't be dealing with that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're dealing with enough, because he doesn't kind of have the lag that Tom often has with his videos.
No.
I mean, Tom's tend to run quite a way behind, so it's a lot more raw and fresh, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
Should we push on do a bit more and
Yeah, we've been rabbiting for quite a while, haven't we?
catch back shortly.
Sounds good. Welcome back, everyone.
We are nearly done.
We are a decent amount of this field as well, I think.
Well, there's been several, well, more than several trailer loads.
Yeah. I have to check precision farming in a bit.
Ah, yes, of course. I do forget about that.
I don't know what the yield map is.
Question its accuracy so far. So
Yeah.
sometimes even.
Yeah. I'm not
We
sure
need
where
fuel.
You'll be all right. As long as you can get to the end of the row.
Should have enough for
I
that.
can always chuck you on an inappropriately small low loader.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I forgot we've got that.
You'll fit. You'll fit
done.
just. Awesome. How much? You only got a little bit in the hopper. You're going to go and empty it.
I'm going to go and tip it. We won't bother with this bumpy bit down here.
No. Oh, come on, close up. I hate the way bales get stuck on the ramp on the back.
Yeah, it's that's more undulating than I thought.
It does undulate a little bit.
There we go.
But
no crashing, and
I do like that he included that element of the game.
What's that?
The bale bunker.
Oh yes,
It's a very cool idea. Someone should make it as a mod.
Someone should make it as a mod. Oh dear. There we go. We haven't got an engine off button, so just get it. Have you? That's what I need to think about actually. Yeah. He says, looking at the panel.
Enter button on the steering wheel. Engine off.
Enter button on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the middle of the twiddly dial bit. That's a technical term, by the way.
Oh, you've got a PlayStation on there, haven't you?
Yeah. Have you not got the same twiddly dial? Because that's not PlayStation specific.
No. I've got an RSB and a LSB. Apparently, we got 65,622 litres.
That's going to be fun to load up.
This is for you. You know what we might be using? If I can go into the right menu. We have, yes. We've still got the low loaders at the quarry. We might be calling it a favour. Well, very good.
Yep.
I do like this. It's excellent. I hope nobody comes and sets fire to it overnight.
Indeed. Yeah. that happened to his one, didn't it?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
In both seasons.
Hopefully not when it's full of grain.
Hopefully not, no.
Because we've got some beer to make.
Cool. We have, yes.
Once someone's finished the mod for us to make some beer.
Is that something I was supposed to be doing?
I think you volunteered.
Oh, was that the how hard can it be?
Probably.
Yeah,
hold my beer.
Hold my beer. How hard could this be?
Yep.
Oh dear, very good.
Right. And if you could make it small enough to fit with the other ones, that'd be even better.
It might be a container job. We'll see.
Yeah. Cool.
Right. I will catch you later, mate.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.